Let Nnamdi Kanu go home. Okay, guys, this is coming from one Olusegun Adeniyi. At least, Nigerian government don't they hear this matter now. Plenty from Nigerians. The Northerners are saying the same thing. The Southwesterners have joined the Southeasterners. The South. They don't they tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, led Nigerian government to allow this man go home. Because you can now understand that Nnamdi Kanu is now the key to peace in the Southeast. Yes. With what is going on, since he was apprehended in Kenya, back to Nigeria in June 2021 by security agencies, according to Nigerian government. He was brought home to face trial. These have not stopped insecurity in the Southeast. He was first arraigned on 14th October 2015 before eventually securing bail and fleeing the country when Nigerian government invaded his home. And that invasion took lives of Nigerian youth. And that was what led to, his parents' death. The indigenous people of Biafra leader was slammed with an 11-count charge bordering on terrorism, treasonable felony, managing an unlawful society, publication of defamatory matter, illegal possession of firearms, and improper importation of goods. Kanu was also accused of inciting violence through television, through radio and online broadcast, and resulted in the loss of lives and property of civilians. Military, parliamentary, police forces, as well as the destruction of civil institutions and symbols of authority in the Southeast. Following his arraignment, Adeniyi said, "I wrote a column, The Tricky Trial of Nnamdi Kanu, where I drew parallels between his travail and that of his friend, now turned for Dokubo Asari, who was charged with similar offenses under President Olusegun Obasanjo, because some people cannot differentiate between Biafra and the Igbos. Kanu has been able to create a we versus them narrative on what remains on emotional injury in the Igbo collective cycle. I wrote before reaffirming the point I made in my first October 2017 Platform Nigeria presentation, A Nation on the Edge, Which Way Nigeria, where I spoke about the danger Kanu posed to ethnic relations in Nigeria. By his conduct and utterances, Kanu has succeeded in alienating many open-minded Nigerians outside the Southeast who appreciate the legitimate demand of Igbo people for fairness, equity, and justice in an inclusive nation they can call their own. I pointed out why rephrasing a number of his reckless diatribes, especially against the Yoruba people. Egged on by a mob with online support from several of his kinsmen in diaspora, Kanu was allowed to take hate speech to an unprecedented level, even when he was presented a golden opportunity to champion the genuine grievances of his people with severity, following an ill-advised treason trial that catapulted him into national limelight and preeminence. Kanu could not rise beyond the modesty of the adulation of some streets. I had said at my 2017 platform Nigerian presentation, Kanu felt that by making incendiary statements to offend, to insult, intimidate, and threaten people from other ethnic groups, he was helping whatever his cause was. At the end, he made a strategic miscalculation. Given the foregoing and other interventions, I cannot, by any stretch of imagination, be described as a fan of Kanu. In fact, in my first column in November 2015, The Man from Biafra, I made that very clear. But I also cannot deny that Kanu is a huge factor in Nigerian politics today, or pretend that his continued detention is helpful in the circumstances in which we found ourselves. I am delighted that many crucial stakeholders are gradually waking up to that reality. Last week, no fewer than 46 House of Representative members under the aegis of concerned federal lawmakers for peace and security in the Southeast wrote President Bola Tinubu, calling on him to invoke Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution as amended and Section 107 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 to release Kanu from detention. The membership of those who signed the letter cut across major political parties. The ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) main position, People's Democratic Party (PDP), as well as the All Progressive Grand Alliance (ABGA), Labour Party, and New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), and the signatories represent all the 6 geopolitical zones in the country and from 16 states and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Abuja. It is significant that the federal lawmakers who advocated Kanu's release have chosen the civil approach of a letter to the president rather than the political opinion of a motion in the House of Representatives. We collectively believe this is long overdue and would be instrumental in opening the door for much needed conversations surrounding peace and inclusivity, as well as addressing the issues that led to the agitations, especially at this time when Nigeria is going through several constitutional reforms. The House members wrote in their letter, "We resolutely believe that this singular act can serve as a pivotal gesture towards national unity, as it would address some of the political, the security, and economic concerns in the region. It could encourage stakeholders from the Southeast to engage more actively in the national discussions on the Renewed Hope agenda, thereby promoting inclusivity and addressing long-standing grievances. This, we believe, will also help dismantle the apparatus of violence and restiveness that has plunged the region, allowing for a focus on economic growth and development. This comes at a time when the nation state is under numerous pressure, including but not limited to unemployment, insecurity, hunger, and poverty, thereby de-escalating tensions from all sides." Okay, guys, this is one Mr. Olusegun Adeniyi, okay, applauding those lawmakers who have taken it upon themselves to also advocate for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Well, I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video, let it go viral. Thank you, and bye for now.